bit here. And low B flat. 2, writing. Everyone.
All right, Amelia, why don't we have you go next? And as I'm looking at the lip slur, really, what's a good activity out of all of the little activities that we have to kind of work on this lip slur? Which one do you want to do?
Let me think.
Bubble sing, finger whistle.
Yeah, I was about to say bubble sing is probably.
All right, let's bubble sing. Okay.
Alrighty, let's go. Yeah. So we're gonna bubble sing the 2 measures and then play 2 measures. And keep on going like that. Ready. Cool.
All right, great job, Amelia. It sounded really nice and smooth. We didn't really talk about what bubble singing is. Bubble singing is when you just go. There you go. All right, Colin, we got a very easy one in this next one. If you want to, if you wouldn't mind volunteering, this is just a really simple. We do this one really slow. A 3-note lip slur. And breathe after those 3 notes because we want a nice big round forte sound. But the goal for this is to really work on having a nice portamento or a nice glissando in between these notes. We're kind of, for lack of a better term, a nice smear. All right, let's hear what you got.
Wait, so what notes am I playing?
Right over here. Do you see the music on the screen?
Kinda.
Okay, so it's basically a 3-note lip slur. That's a B flat. That's an F. That's a B flat concert pitch, and half note, whole note, and then back down. Deceptively tricky if you do it slow and try to sound good.
All right.
So, Colin, are you using a cell phone to read the music?
No, it's on my Chromebook.
Oh, okay. Are you able to zoom in enough to kind of see all the notes?
Oh, I can kind of see it, but my eyes are like really blurry right now.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Is everything all right?
I think so.
Okay. Well, anyway, because the music kind of changes, and sometimes it doesn't always follow a finger pattern. So make sure you're reading the exact rhythms as well, because it's hard enough to play together as a group on Zoom. So let's try to keep all the rhythm together as it is. Oh, I hope your eyes get better there. Well, let me lead us through this next one. So we're going to be just doing, this is a simple F major scale starting on a low F, and we're doing the rhythm 3 beats of 16th notes, and then our fourth beat, we're just going to play a quarter note. It's going to sound like this. So we're going to do every measure twice. The first time, instead of playing, we're going to air knock. And an air knock basically is the same thing as just doing air and tongue, except it makes a specific sound if you're doing it correctly. So instead of going like sandpaper, like you hear a lot of people do, we're going to make the sound do, ro, 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 ro. It's kind of like a ro, it's kind of like a do. But if you do it correctly, it sounds like that. You can make it sound like this by keeping your tongue stopped in there. That's not what we're doing. We need to go, if you can hear that. You do it right, just like rolling your R's, it'll make a nice slap. Okay? So, anybody following along, that's good. That's enough of an explanation. At this point, just make it sound like this. So let's play it together. I'll do it slow first. We'll see if we do it twice. 2, ready, and... All right. So, Colin, have you ever done an exercise like that before, or that specific exercise before?
Not just like that, no.
How does it sound like when you do it? Let me just hear you real quick, just on your low F. I mean, just the air knocking.
Oh, gotcha.
Let's
Wait,
hear that.
Just what?
The air knock. So just blow and tongue and make it sound like a popping sound, like you're popping your mouthpiece.
There we go.
All right. So do you hear how you're actually stopping the air?
Oh yeah.
Now, that's the reason that we practice the air knocking, because a lot of people say, you know, keep the air moving, don't stop the air. And then when they try to do that, it sounds just like that, where the air stops. So I want you to think of this. Your air is going to be blowing continuous the whole time. Can you just make that whisper and go do, 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 do. Let me hear you whisper that. Yeah, especially towards the end. You know how you're rounding it out? Does it feel like you're playing? Does it feel like you're tonguing? No, it feels a little bit different, right? Kind of sounds like it feels the same, but it's kind of a little bit different. Now I want you to whisper that just through your horn. Not stopping the air. Good whisper. You had one pop in there. Did you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, the reason that sometimes it pops and sometimes it doesn't, when you tongue, you're supposed to use the tip of your tongue. And a lot of people think the tip of your tongue is right here. The tip of your tongue is really the perimeter tip. It's like a plane. That's a tip. So the whole thing needs to slap the roof of your mouth at the same time and go up and down. So try that again. Just by whispering, no horn. Did you just do it? You heard it, right?
I think so, yeah.
What do you mean you think so? You just heard it make that sound that you just made? That's the sound. Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Does it feel like the exact opposite of what you're supposed to be doing? It feels wrong a little bit, right?
Yeah, I do feel a little.
It feels weird, at least. Well, if it feels like it's different, then it is different. And that's how I want you to play. When you're playing staccato, use that tongue. When you're playing legato, use that tongue. You can talk about what you're actually doing, and I did just a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's the sound we're trying to replicate without stopping the air. Why don't you, we'll go back and forth. Why don't I air knock and then you air knock? Your turn. That's it. Now play it in the same tempo. Yo, your last two beats, it smoothed out. Didn't it feel great?
It did.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to. There's so much that you don't have to move anymore. So this time, pretend like you're playing a long tone with your lips and don't even let them change. Like freeze them in place. Don't let your lips close. Try that again. That was a bad example. Go for it. Air knock first without closing your lips. Now play it the exact same everything, except play. It's gonna feel weird at first, but I tell you, just give it 3 minutes of practicing like that and it'll smooth it all out completely. Do you also realize how ridiculously louder you sound? And with the same amount of air?
Yeah.
That's because your lips are flapping on their own. They're not tight while you're trying to play. All right, that's enough of a little class here. Let's move on. Dave, your turn. And I'm actually gonna give you control right now. I'm gonna make, yeah, and so you can control the screen. I'll try to, I'll still, yeah. I'll move things around. I'm gonna change a couple settings to that video we're gonna do for that project this afternoon. I'll let you take control.
Hey, yeah, we might. I'm just reading in our other chat. We might be on at 2 instead of 1 today, so we're not sure yet of the time. So you may want to check that out with our group. But let me lead this one. This is called a lip bend, and basically the lip bend here is what we're gonna do is this second note. I don't know if you can see my cursor or not. But this little note with the 0, this little O over it, we're going to actually try to bend it. So, hey, what instruments are we playing? Amelia, you're on trombone. Colin, are you playing trombone today or a
Yes, I'm on trombone.
Oh, good. So, we want to make this lip bent note sound like we're glistening. But we don't want to move to second position. We want to stay in first and just bend it down with our air. And just kind of you dip into the lower note, and it'll be like this. But I want to try to make it sound like a gliss as much as I can. So anyway, let's try that. We're going to go stay all in first position for the first 4 measures. Then we're going to do second position and bend it down a half step, and then third, and so on. So I'll lead the way through this. And I might breathe every 2 measures instead and break up this phrase mark. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2, ready, go. Okay, hopefully everyone did real well with that lip bending. And the cool thing about that is the actual bending of the air is actually the same thing we're doing when we're lip slurring, the same kind of air, only we're going a little farther when we do our lip slurs. So that's the way I try to keep all that air kind of snaking through these lip slurs and not stopping, keeping the vibration and resonance going all the way through the lip slurs so they're as smooth as we can make them. And also I try to eliminate a lot of lip movement that I don't need. Sometimes when you look in a mirror, you'll see some movement, some chewing, or some adjusting, over adjusting for each note that you actually really don't need. You can do that just with inside your mouth. And case in point is our next exercise here, which is going to be some lip slurs, faster lip slurs. And with this one, we're going to actually do something called a finger whistle on this one. So we're going to finger whistle this one and play this one. When we do the finger whistle, what we want to do is take our pinky, put it on the top of our bottom teeth, and then extend out our lower lip just to give us a little more room, and then open our mouth like an O, like we do on zipper breath. And then we're going to whistle, and I want you to notice your tongue position when you do that to whistle. Let me get the pitches first. So if you want to do it in a different octave, that's okay, if it's easier, but we're going to do that. Hey, Amelia, would you like to actually do this one? 1 measure finger whistle, 1 measure playing?
Sure, yeah.
Awesome.
Let's
All right,
see.
cool. I'll mute myself and we'll go through this. Thanks.
Okay. Let me just. Okay. Yeah. All right. My finger whistling is not the best, but I'll try. All right. Let's go. Ready?
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
So I'm hearing the sound of your whistle, and I think it's too passive.
Okay.
Is not the sound we want. We want. You hear how much air, how much more air we can put in, or how much more volume we can put in. Give that a try one more time.
Okay.
So you feel how you are actually kind of getting a little bit outside of the center of that whistle? Try again. Nice and loud. Especially that high note. Find where that whistle is. Yeah, that's closer. Yeah, there's where it is. This is a huge difference between those two whistles. So now start from that low note and then get to that high note and whistle every note in between. Try again. Do you hear how that whistle is somehow disappearing because your tongue's kind of going somewhere else?
Yeah.
Try again. Okay, now try playing it again.
Okay. Oh wait, which one were we on?
G flat.
Yeah, G flat. Thanks.
Ba dee da dee. So it takes a little bit more air and a little open up that bottom lip a little bit more. Try again.
Okay.
Louder than that, louder than that. Much more air. Now play it. Yeah, that's it. Yes. Keep going. Yeah, that's it.
Yay.
All right. Hey, great job on that one. That whistle you were getting was great. I cannot whistle very well doing that. I'll just be honest with you. For me, it's more of just an airflow thing and a positioning.
Well, neither can I, but the idea is the better that whistle gets, the better it's going to be when you play. So yeah, it's never going to be ideal, but it's not a good whistle.
Yeah, mine
I mean, it's not supposed to.
but anyway, good. That sounds like a pretty amazing whistle. But if you can do that, all the better for sure. Hey, let's try this one on a lower partial. On F B flat. Maybe we could scroll down on this. I don't think I can though. Um, there we go. Yes. So same concept. Also, what helps in this, and I failed to mention it a little bit, is thinking of the words. For me, what really helps, especially on these lower ones, when they get closer together, it's more of just like they're very close. But here, a little bit wider interval, so I'm gonna think ooh-ee, ooh, ooh-ee, ooh-ee, and that's going to help really get those smooth over the distance. So, hey, very good. Hey, Colin, would you like to unmute and try this one for us? I'll tell you what. And we can go not too fast if you want. Just and I'll tell you what. If you want to finger whistle first, you can, or you can just play these straight through as smooth as you can. I'll leave it up to you today.
Is it cool if I just play it?
Awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, awesome. Let me interrupt you. Sorry, Colin. So, notice the top line of this is going to be our treble clef for our trumpet friends and our baritone treble clef friends. And then our notes are going to start on the bass clef. For trombone, the higher bass clef on the F, B flat. And then the tuba friends are going to be on our low F. But yeah, sorry about that. Let me mute again, and we'll wait for the screen to come back up. Um, and we'll see if yes. All right. Thanks, Colin. I'll let you take it away. All right. And good. Hey, Colin, are you still there? It looks like Colin's unmuted, but I can't
Oh,
hear
sorry.
him. Oh, there we
All right.
go. You're back.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll let you take it away for this one, and I'll mute myself. Thanks. Hey, really great job. Sounds awesome on that. So, very good. Let's see what we've got next up in the warm up today. And we can scroll down. Ah, pedals. And I think Dr. Demi is back. Would you like to play this, or should I, Dr. Demi?
Yeah, let me go for this. Okay, so pedals aren't just the little trick exercise. Pedals are actually one of the best ways to know if your embouchure is working. So actually, why don't we have everybody unmute here real quick, and we'll just kind of go work on this B flat pedal, and we'll let everybody take one shot at it. So let's see. So Amelia, if you wanted to unmute, Dave, you can unmute too. So let me play two measures first. Amelia, go next. Nice slur. Good. Colin, give it a try. Good. Now the secret to this, not the secret, it's Pierre Thibault, who's the trumpet professor at the Paris Conservatory, came up with this method on a way to really have advanced students secure their embouchures. The trick is for this exercise and the way these next couple exercises work, make every single note you play be the exact same embouchure, lips, shape, and mouthpiece position as the pedal.
Okay.
So your jaw is going to move. It's just a thing, let it, but don't let the mouthpiece slide around. Amelia. Colin? Ah, nice, nice, much better. Dave. So we're going to do this, and I want to go in the exact same order, and I just want everyone to play as soon as the previous person stops. So I'll go first, Amelia, Colin, Dave. Colin? So you can move your tongue, but don't move your lips. Be natural. Oh, nice. And we'll do one more. You got it.
Almost.
Okay. So real quick, before Dave jumps in, the idea to get these lower is to change it back here. Turn it on and expand and bring it down, and the air you're blowing is up. Get that open instead of trying to open into it. So many people want to blow harder for those pedals. It's not about harder, it's about less hard. It's about the yawn. Should almost feel like you're not blowing at all, or you're almost breathing in. So try that again, Amelia and Colin. Really close. A little bit more. All right, you're getting it. Colin, your turn. Yeah, and the slur up. So what does it feel like your lips are doing for both of you when you actually do get that A flat to pop out? What do you feel like you're doing with your lips?
Let's see. I'm like, I don't know, they're in a weird position where it's like they're really loose and like really like they're stuck out and plump and like there's a lot of air, like I don't know, there's a lot of space.
A lot of space, really loose, way looser than you think you need to be, right? They're like plumped up, all of those words. That's a really good description. Do you think that's a strange place for your lips to be, or do you think your lips should be doing that all the time?
I honestly, I feel like it's strange, but
It does, but the hard part is trying to figure out how to do that on your high notes, and that's how you play in the screaming register, is to have those loose lips like that. Now, not loose here, but that loose in here, the entire for every single note. Because yeah, you don't want to be floppy over here, else your pedals won't work. My pedals are actually kind of firm. I'm firm here, but it's very loose floppy here. Only way I can get that super B flat, it has to be firm here, but you have to be floppy here, or else you're just going to stop the air. You can't close it off. You have to be fast with your air in the back. Okay, enough of that nonsense. I'm actually going to use that as an example to move back on over here. And we'll just play this. Everybody can put their mics back on mute, and we'll just play this together. Same exact thing. Once you get that pedal speaking, play the rest of these slurs just like the pedal. Remember, the secret to playing brass isn't to figure out what's different, it's to figure out what's the same with everything that you do. Here we go. Oh yeah, if you can't hit the pedal, just keep going. Do the best. All right, moving on to Dave.
All right. Hey, good. Now we're just going to extend up in the lip slur a little bit. Same kind of idea with the pedals. Make sure you're not looking at treble clef up here, and make sure you're in this bass clef. Hey, one thing, as we go lower and descend into the lower pedal ranges, sometimes I know Colin and Amelia are on trombones, anyone on trombone can kind of start in the B flat and kind of start it off in the higher position and gliss down, if that'll help. Just as an option, if you find it starts getting trickier after third or fourth position and it's breaking, just kind of like how we did those lip bends and yawn into the note. See if you can gliss and go into the note and keep that air going. Okay, let's play this. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. And there we go. So, hey, there are a few misprints in these with the sharps, but don't worry about that. It's just we're going in sequence down the fingerings or positions if you notice that at home. So, very good.
Okay, Colin, you want to give this one a try? Now, remember, we're not doing a slide gliss for that second note. We need to do a lip gliss, a lip bend to get that down. So give this a try. let's just go back to this. So we're just bending it down slightly. And you notice how it's not jagged. When you get jagged, then it's developing tension and bad habits. We're trying to just, like you're in an airplane and you're just swooping down and swooping back up like a hang glider. Let's hear yours. Nice. That was actually too far. So stay in the center of it. Too far as in like good. Try again. Yeah. Split the difference between the two and it's just right. All right. You're on your own. Go. Excellent. Yeah, it was really good. It's getting better each time. The trick with these is to get them as smooth as possible, and you actually want to gliss them as much as you can. The smoother you get your buzz on the horn, the cleaner it's going to be. Actually, not the other way around. If you try to buzz it clean, it'll sound really tense. All right, Amelia, your turn. You get the long one.
Yay! Let's go. So yeah, this is gonna be like the first one is, goes da 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 da. So when there's no circle, we're still like changing slight positions or putting down vowels. But yeah, let's go. 1, 2, ready. Yay.
Great playing, Amelia. That was great. Now, this brings us to another book exercise from a different book. Instead of to bow, this series is actually taken from an American trumpet player named Schlossberg. It's a great name. Sounds like a messy salad or something like that. But anyway, his entire point is that anybody can play lip slurs and get it to work. But if you can play your lip slurs with a good tone and in extreme dynamics, and it responds really well, so you're actually playing it correctly. If you do those 4 things, your embouchure is right. Nobody needs to help you fix your embouchure. But if you can only do 3 of those 4 things, you got to figure out what you need to change in order to make it work. So when we're playing this, just as a real quick reminder, first note, fortissimo, probably as loud as you can play, not even like a little bit past a good sound, sizzle point for the trombone players. Second note, we start with that same dynamic, and we diminuendo to literally as soft as you can play. Then you lip slur down to the last note. That helps differentiate pushing, air volume, and it differentiates between what you need to do with your air speed to change the note. So don't think about that. Just think about loud to soft, and then lip down to the third note. And I'll just lead us through this. That was a really long talk, but it's really important you just don't play this and kind of do it halfway. Extreme dynamics, and make sure you're differentiating your dynamic change with your lip slur. Okay, here we go. 2, ready, and spin in here. That's making a difference. There it is. E flat, A flat. Now, do the same thing in reverse. As soft as you can play, then the crescendo, and then the lip slur. That's really hard to do. And you'll realize the more you do it, just getting that slightly better is just going to immediately fix everything else that you do. All right, Dave, your turn. What do you say, Dave? You want to skip over to some of our fun lip slurs because it's 11:54?
Oh yeah, we might have time for a little bit more here. Let's do some Belk. So one's fast, one's slow. One's slow, one's fast, with a little break in between. Here we go, because these are new. These basically rotate between a couple positions and try to make it as smooth as you can and lip slur when you can and make the other notes match in smoothness. Here we go. They're all going to be smooth. So this is a good one. 1 and 2. Ready. Hope that one went well.
It feels like when we do it fast, we should do it twice just so it's more symmetrical. All right, Colin. So don't want to throw you under the bus on this one, but this is actually a really simple lip slur. If you just take it slow so you can see it all. And we're working between 3 different lip slurs between 3 different positions on this exercise. Want to give it a, if you can, get the screen big enough, want to give this a try?
Sure, I'll try. Is it just...
All right, so how about this? It looks very difficult. It might be difficult to see because all these notes are scrunched up together. You know what? I got an idea. Let's just do one little change here because we just have a little bit of time left, and I'll actually play these with you if you're okay with that. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up just the trombone version. So please bear with me for these next 60 seconds that it takes me to sort through all of my files here. Go, and let's bring up trombone. There we go. This will be a lot easier to read, I think. Aha. But for everyone else, we kind of leave the other stuff up. There we go. So is this a little bit easier to see?
Yeah.
And let's do this one together. There's going to be a delay for everybody else, so just kind of bear with us. 2, ready, and... And everybody else, you can play it twice as fast. All right, next one. So you kind of figure out the pattern, just these 3 different slide positions. 2, ready, 3rd position. Next one, 2, right. All right, great job, Colin. This is one that's just new and different. You got to practice it a bunch in order to get good at it. So yeah, give it 3 more days and you'll be playing it like a pro, and we'll be doing it really, really fast.
Yeah, awesome
Okay.
job.
So thanks for joining us, Colin. For anybody out in YouTube land, we're going to sign off, and we will see everybody again Monday. And I hope you have a wonderful and safe weekend.
Thank you.
Great work, everyone. See ya.
See ya.
Thanks. See you later.
All right, man. So I guess we are at 1 o'clock. Anyway. Oh, I guess we're still live. See you all Monday, everyone.